I want to give you a framework to think about money because something new that I haven't talked about before with you guys, this concept of money just being a game, and Amazon is a sport, right? Amazon itself is a sport. Property is another kind of sport. Cryptocurrency is another kind of sport. There's all these different sports that fall under the activity of money being a game, and you guys have chosen Amazon as your game. But I want to put an idea in your brain to start thinking about it differently because, you know, quite often we get so caught up in the stress of this narrative of what if I make a mistake and should I get the black one or the blue one, or should I be in fitness products, or should I be in lipstick, or whatever it is, and all this emotional sort of dialogue and narratives that are running through self-belief issues and all the rest. But at the end of the day, when you start to view business as a game and you start to understand that it's a game of growing your wealth, right? And I heard recently this concept of money being a game of doubles. And what this idea is that you start with $1 and the objective is to turn it into 2. And once you've got 2, the objective is to turn it into 4. And once you've got 4, the objective is to turn it into 8, etc. Here's something that you may not know. If you start with $10,000 and you double it 7 times, you've got $1 million. Now, that really is quite a simple thing for most people to get their head around. If I just start with 10, how do I turn it into 20? And once I've got 20, how do I turn it into 40? So before I get into that, and I put some things in your head to think about, because at the end of the day, I want you just to start thinking of this as a game, as a game that you can win if you get the right education, the right coaching, and the right training around using it. And no matter whether I'm playing the sport of property or whether I'm playing the sport of e-commerce, as I said to Udi I recently invested in a piece of real estate with a friend. And my friend came to me and said, here's a deal. I need $1 million something of equity to buy the deal. And I basically bought it with him at a coffee shop meeting in Main Beach about 9 months ago. In about 3 months from now, I put $1 million in about 3 months from now, I'll get the $1 million out. And in that time in the middle, I got 10% on my money. So, and when I get my money out, I still own a piece of that real estate, which is, we will never sell. So that is a game, right? So he says, hey, I found this opportunity. I need X amount of money to make it happen. Do you want to be the investor? I look at it, I know him, I go, yes, I'll put my money in. You keep it for a year, I want a coupon or an interest rate on that money, which was 10%. I got the coupon rate. I've got capital repayments as well. I keep saying to him, don't worry about paying the capital back. I'm happy to take 10 points because I can't get it anywhere else. But he's been paying back the principal as well. And basically, it's a piece of real estate that we bought. He went about and improved the value of the real estate. And now we're going to refi my debt out, and then we own the real estate without any of our own money in it, and it'll just grow over time. How good is that for a game? So it's putting my money to work, making some return on it, and then getting my money back, and now I can put it to work again in another deal. And when I did this deal with this guy, I said to him, the condition of me giving you this money is I want first look at the next deal, because I was so impressed by the first one that he gave me, which we agreed to. So what I want you to start thinking about with your Amazon or e-commerce business is the same way. If you say, I'm going to put $10,000 into Amazon, your first goal is, how do I turn the $10,000 into $20,000? That's all I want to do, because if you do that, you are winning. The tricky part about this game is that quite often, if you don't know the rules of the game, you won't understand how to make that first double. You don't understand when you've made that first double. Okay, so for example, if you went out there, and I know people have done this already in our community, if you were just to go out there in the marketplace, if you had only $10,000, and tomorrow, to kick off the accelerator, we're going to bring on a young guy in our community who's 18. Right? I'll just tell you this story really quick. 18 years old. He borrowed $5,000 to start to buy our software school program, because I said, I'll teach you how to identify an opportunity, package it to get investors, find developers, and take it to market. So he went to his mum and said, I need money to buy this course because he said it'll do these things. He did the course, exactly what I said I'd teach him, I taught him. He used some of that $5,000 to buy the program. The rest he used to get collaterals. He had an idea for a piece of software. He invested in a top quality graphic designer to map out, how his software was going to look, how it was going to work. He then went and got 150 customers in one weekend, and you'll hear how he did it tomorrow night when we interview him. He went out and got 150 customers in one weekend without spending a cent through going into a Facebook community in the northern beaches of Sydney. And he then, having proved that he could get customers, went to an advisory firm, said, I need an advisor to help me grow this business, I need an investor. The advisory firm invested money into the company at a valuation of $800,000. They bought 10% of the company off him for $80,000, and then they gave him $80,000 of services for another 10% of the company. So he got 80 grand of cash in, he got $80,000 worth of free advisory services, and he turned his 5 grand, which he didn't even have, he turned his zero into 800,000 of equity, of which he owns 80% today, and he's 4 months into his journey. Right? Now, if you think that's amazing, put a comment below, because what I've just shown you is not what I just told you. He didn't just double, he went from zero to about 600,000 in equity in 4 months, right? So all I'm trying to get your head around right now is this concept of double-double. Because if you can double 10 grand 7 times, you're a millionaire. If you enjoyed that video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when we have new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.